What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked ladder video utilizing the Pluffy strategy. So, still on the Pluffy strategy, want to explore it some more in the post-ban list OPO7 meta. That's what the ranked ladder is on right now. And, practicing for nationals, deciding whether I want to take this or not. So far, liking the Douglas Bullet. Could consider a cut for something else if something crosses my eye, but for now I think it's just, the best card against Black Yellow Luffy, besides like Magellan and Law. It just helps out a lot. So just an update, looking like I'm number 60 on the leaderboard right now. So with this, and this is the deck I'm playing all those games with. Let's get into some games. Start off with an Enel game. What some people consider a good matchup for Pluffy. I'm not sure it's as good as it used to be, but it's definitely okay. Beige still sucks. We're going to be going first here. Generally, we just go first in every matchup. We do have the Bon Clay, so we can ramp up to 5. We'll swing 5 just to fake them or bait them into countering before we play the Bon Clay. Also to play around Nami. They are going to swing 7 Banish, and we actually counter out of that one just because our hand can afford it. And we kind of do just want to be able to use our leader ability next turn and feel good about it because we want to play Magellan on curve, and Magellan makes you minus, so you want to be able to counteract that. We'll go 5 with our Luffy. Just see what they do with it. They obviously just take it. We are just going to slam the bullet because it's so early in the game. And the next turn we can double Magellan. So it looks like a pretty nasty turn coming up. They have to essentially Raigo or bust here. If they want to burn 2 cards, that's fine with us. And if this was our play, we maybe just shouldn't have swung last turn. Now that I'm thinking about it, make them burn 3 on the Raigo. But they just Sabo, burn a life, and kill the Mr. 2. Letting us keep the bullet. Fair enough. We're going to go 5 first. And they'll take it. And hit a beige on the bullet. That's fine. We weren't going to attack with it anyway. So just wasted a beige. And we'll just play double Magellan. Make him go back to 6. I'll go 5, we'll counter that one, and we'll probably take this Sabo. They're going to share a Hoshi to just Graceful Charity, get 2 dead cards out of hand. We ripped a Kaido, but we are just going to lull them. I feel like Kaido's not good right now. We're going to start 5 at life just to see what they do. If they take it, we can start going at life pretty hard. If not, then we can just kill the Sabo, make him give cards on that. They actually do counter out of it, which is fine. 1 less card out of hand. It's definitely going to die. They do let it die. We're not going to swing with the bullet. We'll just play the Queen. Get rid of the 0 drop because it's probably the worst card in our hand right now. Not in any danger of dying. It does suck that we can never swing with the bullet, but I also don't think bullet is that good in this matchup. Like, it's a very rare situation that you played against Enel. It just happened to be like I was going to 8 Dawn naturally through my leader effect in the Bon Clay, and they were only going to 6, so it just felt okay to play there. But generally, I'm just never playing it because Katakuri immediately outs it usually. They don't have Katakuri, so they just swing 7. We'll block 2k. And then they're going to swing 9 into the Queen. Yeah, might as well just law. Keep the bigger blocker, I guess. We're going to start 5, see what they do with that. And then we just kill him with the Kaido here. Try to play around as many triggers as possible. They hit a Shirahoshi on the first one. Discard 2 cards, and then leader effect. Discarding 2 2Ks in the process. And we'll just kill them with on board. Going to the next game, we got a Nami player. You know, another popular deck. I think we played this person in the past, probably. The Fabi. Our hand is like pretty good. We're gonna be able to play this page 1. No need, and like Bonclay is probably the worst card in the matchup, because they don't play anything 5K or higher. So we'll just play the page 1 instead. Not gonna swing because they held up 3 Dawn. We rip a Law, the second Law, so that's pretty good. We're gonna use that because they're on 7. Discard 2 cards from their hand. We hit a 2K, and I didn't catch what the first thing was. We'll swing 7/7. They're gonna block with the Margaret, and then take the second one, hit a Desert Spada, draw 2, trash 1. They're deciding on what to trash here. They'll trash a 2K counter. Interesting. Hand must be gas. They are gonna Margaret, so they're sticking at 7 cards in hand. We're just hoping that they pass on this, hold up 3 so that we can law them again, is most likely what's gonna happen. And I'm assuming that's what they're thinking that we're gonna do too. We hit another Law. Disgusting. We're just gonna do that, of course. Unfortunately, I do hit 2 dead cards, the Impel Down All-Star and the second Margaret. A little bit annoying, but it's whatever. We'll go 7 with the page 1. They will. Giant Gavel, they do Milakaya, unfortunately for them. Go 7 with the Law, and then we can go 7 with our leader by using our leader ability. Swing 7. And they're going to block out of that. They'll play Kaya. I would say probably we're going to try and Kaido next turn. They have to discard a peel off, unfortunate. That kind of just tells you how this game's going to go. They ditch a hanger as well. Yeah, Kaya gets substantially worse after you double law them. We're just going to Kaido kill the Kaya so they can't return it with Snake Dance. We'll go 7 at life with the page 1, get some cards out of hand. They're going to Love Beam. Since they have 5 done up, we'll just go 10 and then probably pass. No, we're just going to swing 5, feeling greedy. But they take a White Snake, we can use our leader ability, swing 6. And they will 1-drop event, Milakaya. Pass turn. They're going to Apis, discard a Spada, and Impel Down All-Stars that draw Sanji's Pilaf. Sanji's Pilaf, draw 2 cards. Another Sanji's Pilaf, draw 2 cards. We're kind of just styling on them at this point. We're going to X-Drake. They discard a Snake Dance. We'll go 7. They'll Snake Dance back the Apis. We'll go 7 with leader. They can't White Snake us, so our 5s are going to go through. They will Gavel, discarding the Apis. That sucks. So now we can just go 5, 5, 10. Put him at 0. They do hit an Impel Down All-Stars to go to 14 cards in deck, then they're going to go 13 with their draw for turn. And it's just very unlikely, you know, since they've at least used 3 Pilaf, multiple Kaya, multiple Gavel, that they're going to be able to get down 14 cards with only 10 done. They hit the White Snake trigger, they rearrange their life for a while, and then pass turn. They're going to play a Kaya, Gloriosa. Now they have 11 cards in deck. Gloriosa make it 10. If they hit something. And they do hit a Snake Dance. And And then you just pass. We're just going to go 19 at life. If they white snake us, we can still go 6-6 with page 1 and then leader ability, swing 6 with something. They do white snake into Love Love, going to 10, and then they'll snake dance. Bounce the Kaya, go to 14. And then Gavel, go to 18. Spada, go to 20. Now we know the last card in their hand is Kaya. And they think they got us cooked because we can only swing 6. And they win, but we have leader ability. We'll just swing 6 again, pass turn. And they were just top decking a white snake anyway, so it's not like they were going to win the next turn. They had to mill 5 more cards. Next game, we'll go into a Lucci match. So Lucci post baneless without the stage. See how it stacks up nowadays. Our hand's like decent. We have 4 into Poly into Kaido, which is pretty good. So we're just going to keep it. Hopefully get some Magellans along the way. No Magellans yet, but we'll just play the Kamazo as our best 4-drop to play in this spot. So they're going to go 5. They're obviously going to play a 4-drop, so it's good for us so we can Poly it. It is a Rebecca. Take back a Sabo. Thankfully get a Magellan here. We're just going to Poly this, swing 5. And 6. They're going to swing 5 into the Kamazo. And I actually protect it there. Just making them use more cards to kill my board. They do have to spend a 2K and the Rob Lucci to do so, which is fine. Sucks, but, you know, fine. We do have a Captain Kid into a Magellan, so that we can play them with the Magellan, make them go to 7 Dawn, deny them of their Gecko turn, swing 6, pass turn. So they're going to go 7. We'll just take that first one and then likely block counter out of the next one, but they do have the Shigon for the blocker. And they're going to go 7. We just probably counter this. And we're just going to swing 5, 7, Kaido, kill the Rob Lucci, swing at life. They'll take the 7, indicating a lack of counter. And they'll take the 10, of course, pass turn. Now they can Gecko us, along with like an Ice Age or something, which would be... That would suck. That would suck. Because they could stick a Rebecca and still be able to live. They do have Tempest Kick. They're going to draw a card, -3 to the Kaido. Making it a 6-drop. They can swing 5 with their leader. Okay, never mind. They're going to swing 9 with their leader. And since they're obviously going to be able to kill this Kaido with something, I assume, we're going to counter out of that 9 into the Magellan with 2 2Ks. And then they do have the Shigon for the Kaido. So now we just try to math them out. We're going to go 9, 10. Even if we don't get there, we're still not dead on board because Suru is their only monster. But actually we're going to play it safe. Interesting. They take it, I guess. Yeah, I guess there's no real massive punish if we don't kill them. Like if they could remove both bodies, summon Gecko, summon Rebecca, like Ice Age the Queen, and Tempest Kick the Magellan, Gecko Rebecca with the Lucci combo and all that. That would suck. That would suck. But we do have a Kaido, so we will be able to win probably, even if that happens. Maybe I should have just went 10. But because I don't think I wasn't dead, you know what I mean? I don't think I'm dying to the Suru. The Suru would have to swing. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it swings. It could go 7, 8 and I still win. They're just gonna swing 6 with their leader actually. I think I just block with the Queen. Or I just make them have it, I guess. I don't know. It's probably not that big of an impactful decision. Oh, actually I'm supposed to counter here, now that I think about it. Because next turn I'll be able to Kaido and then use my leader ability to get the Dawn, one of the Dawns back. But if I take it, yeah, I should just either block or took it. Or, sorry, block or counter it. But I take it, that's a misplay. Just counter that. Then they have Gecko, Rebecca. Kill the Queen. Oh, they have Helmeppo. They can, if they have Helmeppo, then they can kill both as well. Oh, they don't have Helmeppo. So they have to play Suru. Dang. Yeah, if they would have just, no, actually it wouldn't have worked out. I was thinking that if they would have just used their leader ability on the Magellan, but it wouldn't have worked out. It would have been the same issue. But either way, we have the Kaido, so we can pretty much guarantee game. Alright, going into the next match, we've got another Lucci player. Gonna go first again. Our hand is not as good as last time. Pretty bad. But we do have a Magellan in the Poly, so that we can ramp into the Magellan Queen. So it's not the worst hand of all time, of course. We just really want to see a Kaido over the Bullet in this matchup. We do get rid of the Queen, I guess, hoping that we're going to top deck a 5-drop at some point. We do. They played the Rebecca, but we have the Poly once again. We'll go 5-6. They'll take the first one, counter out of the second one, pass turn. Our next turn is going to be Kid Magellan. To deny them of their Gecko turn next turn. They're going to go 6 into the Law. We'll just counter that. -1 to the Poly. I'm not sure what they can do for 5 here. Looks like just Suru Lucci to kill one of them. So yeah, we're going to go 5-6 after we play this blocker Magellan. Get the Dom back, swing 6. They'll take that one, pass turn. Opponent's going to go 8 into the Law. We'll let that die. No need in saving that anymore. And then we'll go 10 into Life. We'll take that one. And we do hit a Kaido, so it's probably GG. But it would have been interesting to see if the Douglas Bullet would have stuck, you know, for like testing purposes. But I mean, we're not going to take that chance. We're just going to play the Kaido, swing 5, 7, 7, 10. And then pass turn. So like I said, it's probably just game as soon as we drop the Kaido. Not much they can do. They'll go 5 at Life, -1 to the blocker. We'll just give them a Bon Clay. They're going to Tempest Kick the blocker, Gecko, Rebecca, Helmeppo on the Magellan, Spandam with the Rebecca, Spandam effect, summon the Lucci, Lucci effect, pop the blocker, and the Magellan, Magellan effect, make the -2 Dawn. And we do hit a Poly off the top, so I mean, like, Poly's pretty good. It kind of potentially wins us the game on the spot, but we don't win. Think about swinging into the Lucci here, but it's probably just better to swing at Life, because I don't think we're dead next turn. They hit a Shigon out of Life, kill the Poly, it's whatever. He did his job. Yeah, I'm sure they could. I just don't think they can math it out here, because like assuming the 2 dead cards are bricks, or the 2 life cards are bricks, we could still get plus 8 to 13. So we just have to like make sure that last swing isn't 13, but we could just like counter to this and be fine probably. But I also want them to not play any blockers, so I kind of want them to swing at me. So I'll take it. I want them to commit to game, thinking that they can kill me. So that, you know, a Sabo doesn't just ruin my day. Or Sabo Rebecca. Well, I guess I can't Sabo Rebecca, but still. They're gonna go 9, and we probably just counter out of this one now, right? Oh, because they can swing 13 at life, and we can get to 14. Is that what's going on? Yep. So we'll do, yeah, we'll just make them commit everything, swing 13, and we can get exactly to 14. So it is safe to take that. And we win the game. Going into the last game of this video, we're going to be playing against a Bonnie. One of the bad matchups for Plouffe, but not unwinnable. That's kind of why I like Plouffe, is like all the bad matchups are not unwinnable. I mean, every deck has bad matchups for sure. But with this deck, it's not like the bad matchups are super unwinnable. With like Bonnie, I feel like Lucci just sometimes is just so unwinnable. Like, there's just some hands that is just so bad. And that's why I like this deck. It's like, even though Bonnie is a bad matchup, it is still definitely winnable if you can draw a good hand and play correctly. They're gonna go. We'll go 6 at life. Unfortunately, can't poly this Urog. That would have been crazy. Maybe a tad misplay on my end playing the ulti. Just I didn't have the poly, so I felt like it was safe too. Like, I didn't think I was just gonna top deck a poly out of nowhere. So I thought that was the better play at the time. And we're just gonna stick a queen here, try to filter out some cards, get some good cards in our hand. We do have the Law, that's pretty good into this matchup. Next turn, we're likely just gonna poly this Urog. They're going to go 5 into the ulti. We'll just block this. There's no real punish that I can think of. They're going to go 6 into with the Urog. We'll 2k that. And then they can freeze our queen, but that's fine. We're going to poly the, like I said, we're going to poly the Urog anyway, get a Dawn back, and then we'll swing 6, let them decide what they want to tap so we can swing 6 with the other thing. And we'll pass turn. Trying to put them down pretty low early so that Zoro isn't a gigantic threat anymore. Because if you just go super wide and get them down to like 2 or 1 life before they can summon a Zoro, then it's just never going to be safe to summon a Zoro again. They're going to go 5 into the ulti. We'll just counter this probably. I'm assuming with the kid. Just don't want to give any bodies up for free like that. They'll go 7 into the ulti. We'll let this go now. Then they'll go Urog. What 3 drop? Nope, just baby 5. Draw a 2k counter. Pass turn. They got 2 Dawn standing. Only 5 cards in hand, so we can't laud them. Our hand is decently atrocious. Funny enough, we could double X-Strict them and make them gun down to 3 cards. But I'm not sure how good that is. And like clear the Bonnie, clear the baby 5. Yep, we're just going to go 7 of life and see what they do with that. They're going to tap the queen, take that. Oh, I see what's going on. Since they took it, so we start 7 to see if they counter out of it. If they counter out of it, we can just go up board, clear the baby 5 in the Bonnie, because they'll be down to 3 cards in hand. It'd be pretty easy to clear those monsters. If they take it, now we can go like a big number into life, and be able to law them. But I didn't want to swing too big. I just swing 8, see if they take it, and they did. So now we just get free law value. We hit his 9-drop Zora, which wasn't too good anyway, to be fair. And now we just go 8 into life, put him at 0, hopefully. Yep. And pass turn. Because they need to play some top end, like they need to play 8-drop kid essentially. In like baby 5, you can't baby 5 and play 8-drop kid if you don't already have Cavendish out, and also hold up leader ability. Well, actually you can with Uruk. Never mind. But still, it's like whatever. I'd rather put them at 0 than waste a swing on a baby 5 in this point in the game. They're gonna go 5 at life. We'll just take it. Try to convince them to go for game, similar to how we did earlier. And then they'll go 6. Seems a little too free, so we'll counter out of that one. And they just 10-drop Dophius. We don't have game here because of the blocker and the leader ability. We could play this poly that we just top decked and kill the blocker, but it's like then we're just swinging 8, getting our blocker tapped. We might lose if we do that. So, and like law is not going to get any value. So we're thinking pretty hard about what to do here. Probably, I think we just have to play this queen so that we can establish at least one blocker next turn, and swing 10, make them block this, and then they're in a spot where they can't play any top end except for 8-drop kid, of course. 8-drop kid just fucks on this deck. They're in a spot where they have to play 8-drop kid or lose, like, or just go for game with Hody. If they go for game with Hody, we probably win. We have 3 2Ks in our hand and 2 life. But yeah, so in my opinion, it's like right now it's kid or bust, essentially, and that's what a lot of Bonnie games come down to, in my opinion, testing this deck, is that a lot of it just comes down to kid or bust. And it's kind of why this deck is decently well positioned in the meta right now, is because I feel like a lot of Bonnies have been cutting down on the 8-drop kid to make room for Zoras, like me. I mean, I was doing that. I cut down the 8-drop kid to make room for more Zoras, because like you think the meta is going to be mirrors, Namis, Black Yellow Luffy's, and 9-drop Shines and that, and an L. So, and I'd much rather play a Bonnie deck with 9-drop Zoras in it as Pluffy than 8-drop kids in it. Because I can just, like, as I was saying earlier, you just race them down really fast, and they just don't have time to play the 9-drop. I mean, even here, they can't even play 10-drop here, so 10-drop isn't the biggest thing either. So opponent taking up a good chunk of their timer. Waiting to see what they're going to do here. I mean, they can Hody, go 7-7, 8-10. I can get out of that. I can get out of the 2 7s. They can go 6, 8, 8, 10. I can get out of the 6 and the 8. They can go like 5, 7, 9, 10. I can get out of the 5 and 7. So they're just going to tap their baby 5, which to me is just a concede. Grab a 2K counter, play another baby 5, grab a 2K counter. And they're going to go 5 at life. We'll likely just give them a 1. Could keep this law to law them, but like law 4 down represents 2 cards, whether you swing or whether you play the law, so it doesn't really matter. They're going to go 10 at the queen now. We'll block with this law probably, just to have the extra 1K for the swings. Then they're going to go 9 into it, and we do have the counter for that. We'll counter out of it, and then they're going to play Urog. So they have a blocker leader effect still. We do rip another law, but once again, probably no need to play it unless we think we're going to live next turn. I don't think we can live through Hody. Like, let's just say hypothetically we play the law and we can't win because we do play law. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't think playing the law there was correct because now Hody just wins them on the spot if they do somehow live through all this. I mean, it's guaranteed either way. Now that I'm like seeing it all play out, it's guaranteed either way. But still, I don't think the law was necessary. It was kind of BM at that point. Because once again, they just tapped the queen. Now I have 2 blockers standing. They Hody and I lose. If they just happen to have it, but of course they didn't have it because it was mathematically impossible. But either way, let's get into the deck list before this video ends. So here's the list once again. Still liking this deck. Still gonna keep playing it. Like I said, I'm number 60 on the ranked ladder at the time of recording with this deck. So it's doing me pretty well. Doing well so far into the post-ban list meta. Either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plasti Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.